Welcome to the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter postgame show. What's up, everybody? How about them hogs, baby? How about them hogs?
Man, don't mind me. I'm just over here making a little Kool-Aid right now.
1914.
And this is about to taste damn good.
1914 is your score. Arkansas upsets the number 4 team in the country, baby. Number 4. Where has this team been? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter postgame show. I am Razorback Zach alongside the 2 hosts of the actual show. They were gracious enough to let me host it because I'm bringing the heat. Marcus MC Carlton from the NEA, from the NWA, the beard behind the board. Gentlemen, let's party like it's 1999.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, you started seeing things go in the air. Sometimes when you get those crazy Saturdays like that, man, you see it early in the early games. And once it gets in the air and gets in the atmosphere, man, it just starts carrying over to game after game after game. So thank you, Vanderbilt, for kind of setting the table today.
Yep.
And
the dominoes started to fall with that one. And I mean, you've got, what was it? What, Jesse, you put it in the chat. How many teams got upset by unranked teams today?
All right. So far today, and this is not over yet because there's another ranked team trailing, but 6 top 25 teams have went down. 5 of them against unranked teams,
including number 1
against Vanderbilt, of all people. Vanderbilt.
Well, and right at the end of our broadcast of the Razorback game, I heard Herbie throw out a stat that today is the first time ever that 2 top 5 ranked SEC teams have lost to unranked teams on the same day.
That is wild. Can you believe that? That is wild.
Man.
And number 9 Mizzou did not look like the number 9 team in the country today.
No, they didn't.
Oh, brother,
they didn't.
Look, the only thing that was wrong with that game is that it was Texas A&M that gave them the beatdown. Had that been anybody else giving them that kind of beatdown, that would have been some icing on the cake, man.
I tell you, man, and I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we were going to be able to pull it off.
When we got to 14-3, it looked pretty dark. It looked pretty dark for me. I was chatting with one of my oldest friends that I have is a big Tennessee fan. I was chatting with him all the way through, and when it got to 14-3, I told him, I was like, dude, y'all probably about to take control right here. But the defense, man, defense looked like the 85 Bears tonight. The defense was just on it all night long. You take the number 1 offense in the country, you hold them to less than 100 yards in the first half.
Yeah. And
a goose egg on the scoreboard. Are you kidding me?
They outscored teams. What was it? I seen the stat. I think it was 146-9 or something like that in the first half.
Yeah.
They
had not so when we took the 3-0 lead at the beginning of the game, that's the first time they had trailed.
Yeah.
All year.
I was gonna say all year?
All year. They had not trailed all year.
The fact that number 1, it was 3-0 going in at the half.
Yeah.
Okay, 3-0 at the half. And all of us in our team chat, when they went up 14-3, like MC said, we were all like, and here it comes. I was waiting for that collapse because that's what we're used to. But we finally saw what this team is capable of. We finally saw it. Did we not? Have we not been waiting for this team all year long?
What we finally got was breaking through. You know, because I can't tell you how many texts I sent when we got the ball back and we were down 14-13 and driving. I mean, if I could pull up my text and share them on the screen, I would be showing them because it was everybody was saying the same thing. It's like, oh man, this is gonna hurt. They're fixing to rip our soul out. They're gonna kick us in the nuts. I mean, because we've seen that so many times, and we've suffered through so many tough losses that you just come to expect it, and you try to have hope. But when the same thing keeps happening over and over and over, and then you look at the fact that Taylor Green was out,
that was a cheap shot, by the way.
It felt kind of dirty. It did. It felt kind of dirty.
Jesse, what do you think?
There's been some posts on Twitter by just general college football accounts that are not biased towards the Hogs that are not big fans of that hit, to say the least.
Yeah, it felt dirty to me.
I'm gonna upload something real quick because I want to show this.
It just makes it that much sweeter now that not only did we pull off the upset, but we pulled off the upset with a backup quarterback.
Boy, he looked sharp, didn't he?
Not really.
No, he
looked okay. All right, let me rephrase that statement because again, my adrenaline's up.
He struggled a little bit at the beginning, but I thought he settled down. But we see why he's QB2.
Yeah,
but I mean, you got to give the man credit. I mean, he stuck in there. He gets credit for the go ahead for the game winning touchdown. Whether they let him in or not, it still goes down in the book as Malachi Singleton getting a game winning touchdown.
Let's talk about that call, MC.
Yeah,
hindsight's 2020,
right? Yeah. Well, I told you I was texting with the Tennessee fan all through the game, and I told him when it became obvious that D-back just kind of bullfighted her and stepped to the side and let him go in, I told him, I was like, man, that's a gutsy call. I was like, with the way that Arkansas's defense has been playing all night, that's a very gutsy call to put that much faith in your quarterback to go down and have a game-winning drive. And he told me, and this guy's a former coach, and he's like, man, I don't like the call. He said, if your defense had not been playing as well as they had, he said, if our offense had been in rhythm at any point all night, he's like, I'm okay with it. He said, but the Tennessee offense never got in rhythm. And that's the thing. We never let them establish rhythm. And that up-tempo offense they run, it's based on rhythm. When they get rolling, it's like a snowball going downhill, man. You can't stop it. But if you can break their rhythm and not let them establish 2, 3, 4 plays in a row, they can't get it together. And it was awesome.
Hey, so Sarah sent a pic in the in the group chat. I want to share that picture.
Bring it.
I want you guys to look at this. What does that tell you? That's every single player is
that's
down
chemistry,
there.
Man. That's
every
team chemistry
single
right there.
player. And I know we say this a lot, but that's a team right there.
Thank you, Savage, for the pick. That's money right there.
That I say, Sarah, I saved that. If you're watching, I saved it. I might use that at a future date. So I appreciate that.
I got to throw this comment up there real quick. And we've got a ton of comments, guys. We'll get to y'all. Let us kind of recap the game a little bit. But I seen this one. That was not the one I was trying to click. We do love you, though, Savage, and we acknowledge you.
Hey, that's kind of fitting because I will admit, man, I got a little choked up when we got that stop on 4th down. That's well played right there, Baxter. Well played indeed, sir. Yeah, there's the all new exclusive Hog Tua shirt.
That is
very nice, Jesse.
Jesse, I want to tell you
with the beard.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, you look good in red, my friend.
Yeah,
you look good in red.
This is man, what a night, guys. I'm trying to keep my wits about me because inside my head is just exploding.
Oh yeah,
because I knew we'd be doing post game tonight, but I did not expect it to be this post game. I expected us to be talking about another bad performance in Fayetteville and another bad loss at home. And kudos to the crowd, man. The crowd showed up. They got loud. I know of at least 4 times that Tennessee had a false start, and you got to think that's part in due to the noise. I mean, and this was so good on so many levels, guys.
It was.
We needed this so bad.
Let me ask you guys a question. On that last 4th down with like 17 seconds to go, were we all sitting on the edge of our seats going, this is going to hurt?
Oh, yeah.
This is going to hurt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to review the group chat, and we may do a little behind the scenes and post the group chat and let everybody figure out where Tennessee was on the field as the comments rolled in.
Yeah,
make a little video.
Chat was,
hey, who was it? Who was it a couple years ago that was making the Twitter video about all the comments about everybody losing their minds when we would get down and then come back and compare it to the end of the game where we had won? We might have to do one of those with our group chat because it was.
That was our old bunch, MC. That was NSS that did that. I think.
That was pretty funny. Because we were all talking about it. We were like, "Oh man, this is gonna rip our souls out."
When they at halftime at 3-0, I thought there's no way that, and I almost put in the group chat. We're looking at another 7-3 ball game,
and it could have been.
Could have been, but dude, how about our defense?
What T-Will has done? Coach. What T-Will has done with that defense is just, it's remarkable. It is absolutely remarkable what he's done. I mean, you take the number 1 offense in the country tonight and you shut them down.
You did.
You just flat out shut them down. So I'll tell you what, they're showing the highlights right now. I've got ESPN on right now and they're showing the highlights. And I'm just, to see Singleton get thrown into that situation in this kind of game, and he started out kind of rough. He kind of had deer in the headlights look at first, but something happened with him at the 2-minute warning. Because if you noticed, when he was coming off the field for the 2-minute warning, man, that dude was hype. He was doing this with the crowd, and it was like it all finally sunk in, like, okay, this is my opportunity to go down and make this happen. Because after that, he had the little screen pass to Satania that went for a first down. And we got to talk about the big man, okay? Braylon
Wrecking Ball Russell.
I mean, Braylon Russell,
Arkansas,
out there looking like Mike Allstott, running folks over and just flat out giving them the business. I mean, he just flattened guys, and he made a jump cut on one of those runs that went for about 15 yards that somebody that's 255 pounds shouldn't be able to make. I mean, it looked like a jump cut that Fred Talley or Michael Smith would make. I mean, it was just so precise. And that dude is a freshman. I mean, a true freshman. This time last year, he was getting ready for homecoming at high school.
Yeah.
And he's out here bowling over dudes in the SEC. Just unreal.
So let's talk about some key takeaways from this game. Sam Pittman wins a 1-score game. Sam Pittman's team performs well at home.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I believe, his first win against a top 5 team.
It is.
And the first win at home for the Razorbacks against the top 5 team since when, Zach?
1999.
Mm-hmm.
Against number 3 Tennessee.
Yeah.
But this was the first time since 2007 that I think I can't remember the stat by itself. But there were 2 different years. It was 2007 and then 1999. But guys, I'm at a loss.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm at a loss.
I stood there. We were at a watch party over at my brother-in-law's house, and when Singleton scored, everybody around me went nuts, and everything just went silent for me, and I'm just kind of standing there like, oh my God, what just happened? Because I am so used to having my heart ripped out at football games that when this happened, it's just unbelievable to me. It's just one of those moments. I can see everybody jumping up and down and celebrating, and I'm just standing here like, holy crap. I mean, it was just unreal. And hey, I see something here. I gotta throw this up, Jesse. I'm gonna take the board for just a second.
We're still on the board from Jesse tonight.
Sorry.
Hey, it's fine tonight. This is a party.
Brandon Jones coming in with a whoop, that's not the right one. I jumped ahead on him. No turnovers. No turnovers helps for sure. Absolutely. That you cannot put a value on how big that was tonight to not turn the ball over at all. I mean, and we missed opportunity. Guys, we left 17 points on the board.
We missed 17 points? I had it. I don't know why, but I think I had it.
Well, we missed a field goal. Satania dropped a touchdown. I mean, literally went through his arms in the end zone in the second quarter. And then the opening drive, if Talon doesn't short arm the pass to Jordan Anthony, he steps in the end. I mean, he walks into the end zone. He could have bear crawled into the end zone, but the pass was kind of short armed a little bit, and he had to go down for it and didn't get it. I mean, but you still find a way. That's the difference. And I was talking, I hate to keep going back to this, but in the chat I was having with my buddy Jeremy tonight, I was like, man, these little detail things. I was like, this is what kills us in these close games are these little details. And it's underthrowing a pass, and it's, missing a wide open Isaac Tesla on the opposite side of the field from where you throw the ball. Little details like that. But we found a way. You found a way, and there's no telling what a win like this can do for this team's confidence now. You go into the bye week, you're sitting at 4-2, you're in pretty good shape. 6 is back on the board now, guys.
6 is 100% back on the board now.
6 is a strong possibility right now.
Do y'all understand? And I know y'all do. I'm going to go ahead and ask this as an idiot. The complete difference of the team we watched last week in Dallas and the team this week. It's like two totally different teams.
Yeah, there's almost no comparison.
No, this is that it took now credit where credit is due. All right, everybody knows who remembers Justin from the Beer Fest. He's been with me since day one of ITHP. He called this. He said you have to let him learn.
Mm-hmm.
And have to let it happen, and it did. Did he do it in a healthy way? No, but holy crap, dude!
Yeah, I mean, I sound like a broken record, but the shock has not worn off of me yet. But there's so many. This win could do so much. Because this team had lost how many one-score games? How many times had we been right there, had it right here, and not been able to close our fist around it and grab it? And tonight, you finally broke through that wall. And now, you get an off week. You get time to go and get everybody as healthy as you can. I heard Pittman say after the game.
I was just fixing to mention about Green's injury.
He said that they think that he's got a sprained MCL.
I was going to say either strained or sprained.
I couldn't tell for sure strained or sprained, but it's MCL. You get an off week. Now, if you look ahead at the schedule, the meat of your schedule is home games now. 100%. And after this performance tonight, who's to say that these guys don't come out with some confidence against LSU in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I was going to say, how about that for a confidence booster for Taylor Green?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, no doubt for sure. We got to give D-Matt his props, man.
No, we don't. 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 No, we
He's
don't.
not wrong yet. I was going to be able to declare him wrong after tonight.
No, we ain't got it. Well, no. Hell no.
He's not wrong yet.
Yeah,
if this team shows up the rest of the season, that is a huge possibility for
this. Ain't my. All right, I'm gonna say this, and this will be the first time I say it publicly. This is not my official show. But I'm going to tell you now, hell no, we ain't doing nothing. Put it down.
Man, this is
okay. Is it just me? Or am I, dunking my head? All right. Fine. The hell with it. I'll admit it. After the win tonight, yes, I'm drinking the bloody Kool-Aid.
I done mixed mine up, and I've been sipping on it ever since we started the show, man. I'm in.
We beat Tennessee. I'll drink some Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah,
4, baby. Now, hey, wait.
You upset number 4 at home, and it happens to be Tennessee.
Yeah,
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
I mean, this is wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
You're not allowed to come on, Dylan. Your comment got put up there, and you got your one to the sky. That's all you get.
You want to talk about wild? What do y'all think Dixon's going to be like tonight?
Hey, did the goalpost survive?
I think they lowered them.
Yeah, they lowered them. They've got the quick lower on them now. They don't let you take them down anymore.
Savage, we may need a report from Dixon because you're about the only one that's probably going to end up down there. So you can get us that report.
I mean, guys, this completely, and I'll say this completely changes the perspective and the dynamic on this season.
Yeah, it does.
Because now you've got 2 weeks to prepare for LSU, and LSU doesn't look all that great.
Well, and let's not forget, they lost their key piece on defense, Harold Jenkins. I think it's Jenkins. Harold Perkins. I was thinking Leroy Jenkins. Harold Perkins is out for the year with an ACL. So I mean, he is what drives their defense. Now their offense has looked good at times, and it's looked not so good at times. But for now, we take this and we enjoy it, and we roll with it. Jesse, these comments are blowing up. You want to jump in these?
This is going to have to be a team effort on comments tonight.
I got you, Jesse. I got you.
Yeah, you can be the beard behind the board, and I'll be the beautiful beard on camera.
I don't look as good as you though, dude. I mean,
I'm scrolling back through these, man. These are
this
like
takes years, and that nice little gray tint. You'll get there.
I'm gonna just jump around here. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna jump around here. So if I don't get to you, I'm sorry. Like, my goodness. All right, where were we?
We're just all over the place. We got
Eric Jernigan says T. Will is a treasure and must be protected at all costs. Yes, 1,000 times.
Yeah, coach.
Yes.
Yeah, coach.
Oh, by the way,
hard to do after this season.
Yeah.
Brandon Laughlin says Tennessee fans ego. Here's the thing. I got a report from I want to say it was one of the tailgate areas earlier today, and the Tennessee fans were outnumbering us. And there were Tennessee fans, from what I've heard and what I've read, there were Tennessee fans in the Cardinal Club up there in the second level and all of that. There was even a Tennessee flag, from what I've been told, flying at Fayetteville High School.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But Arkansas fans showed up, showed out, and we got the win.
What did somebody put in the group chat? Wasn't it like 101 decibels around kickoff?
I think so.
And I'm sure it spiked well past that in the fourth quarter.
I got one here I want to put up, Zach.
Go for it. I'm scrolling through here trying to.
So Brandon Laughlin again called it, and you all laughed. Now I get the final laugh. Laugh loud, my friend. Laugh loud because
laugh loud. Point at me.
Yeah, point at me and laugh. I will take it.
Savage, I'm start leaving at halftime.
That's the new rule. Savage must leave at halftime.
Start leaving at halftime.
Yeah. So my cousin's daughter is a sophomore, junior at Fayetteville. And my uncle and cousin stuff normally go. Well, they didn't go this week for some reason. Josie was texting back home and saying, y'all are not allowed to come back. Y'all cannot come to another game in Fayetteville. So, yeah, that's not going to go over well with my uncle because I'm sure he would have much rather been there tonight, but they had stuff going on and couldn't go. But I'm kind of thinking Josie may be onto something there too, that she's not going to let them come back. So this is an interesting one from Stephen G. Sooner fan in the house. Okay. Well, welcome inside the hog pen, Stephen G. Sooner fan. Did Sam just save his job?
Unless they completely just crap the bed for a few more games this year, he's got a real good possibility to be at a bowl game. The offense is developing under Bobby. if we can keep T. Will at the end of the season, there is growth and we're moving back in the right direction. 100%. I think he saved his job with this game.
Yeah,
it's all about sustainability.
Yeah. I think, as long as they don't lose out and look bad doing it, I think tonight saved his job. I really do.
So Sarah has been on one about. Oh, go ahead. Which one of y'all put that up?
It was Jesse. It wasn't me.
Savage.
No. Okay.
Savage has been on one about the kicking game. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw this up here. He says second string kicker is good. Why has he been on the bench? I don't.
Well, after that first kick, where Ramsey went off like he got hurt. After a kick like that, I would be limp. I'd be doing the old man limp too. It's like when you're too old to be out trying to do something and you don't realize it in your mind, but your body tells you you're too old and you start limping off.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
how about what he looked like?
How about
let's not
Tyrone?
get too excited about that second string kicker though. I'm pretty sure that was only like a 20-something yarder.
Yeah,
let's wait until we can hit from distance to get excited about it.
Shout out! We got to shout out the dude with oven mitts for hands, and that's Tyrone Broden.
Skillet.
He actually
had a catch, man, and he took a shot after he caught the ball too. Like, the fact that he didn't cough it up on that, I couldn't have blamed him if he did cough it up on that one, man, because he got his head knocked off.
I was standing in Boudreaux's, and which, by the way, fantastic crowd at Boudreaux's tonight. And when he caught that ball, I forgot where I was, and I went, "Holy shit, he got it!"
Well, that was pretty much the reaction with us too.
All right, full disclosure, I can say the S word on this show for very good reason. I know the sponsor personally. That's where
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's where I learned it from.
Man,
John Caldwell's got one here. He says, takeaway, defense is quality like we knew, just had some flaws in early games. Russell should definitely be a starter. I disagree there. Or use a two-back system with him and Jackson, using Luke Haas more, DB's tight coverage, T-Will lighting a fire under them boys. I agree with everything except for Russell being a starter. He's not ready yet. He proved
but
a lot.
I think he's earned a few more snaps.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think he could. Definitely. I think he's to the point now where if Jackson has to come out for a quick rest, then you go with Braylon, because Braylon showed some stuff tonight, man. I mean, he's not playing like a freshman. Dominion didn't look bad. He didn't get many carries, but I didn't expect him to get a lot. But he had a couple carries where he made a couple guys miss that I thought, okay, well that's nice change of pace, nice to see.
Sarah's comment exactly what we all said. I can't put it up on screen though. Broden caught it. Holy sh!
Yeah, exactly. Matt Hart in the house, Hog HQ. All we had to do was fix the mistakes, and we did. We did fix some mistakes tonight. We still had some missed opportunities, but you're gonna have that. The difference is we were able to overcome it tonight and overcome the missed opportunities that we had. So, wonder if that low blow on Green was a retaliation play because he high-fived when he went to the sideline.
They were a little celebratory about that hit.
Yeah. And that, God, man, they showed that replay and his knee bending that way. Oh my God.
Yeah, I
was
surprised that he came back in.
I thought his leg was broke. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, I thought, I mean, I was texting people and I was like, well, he's probably done for the night. And I mean, to his credit, man, he came back and tried to play, but you could just tell, man, he couldn't move at all. He was basically dragging his leg out there.
Jenna says, we need to make sure our backup quarterback stays warm through games. Singleton struggled until he seemed to warm up.
I think it just took him a minute to get a feel for the game on the field.
Yeah.
He's a redshirt freshman.
Mm-hmm.
That was a ruckus environment, and you had one of the biggest, baddest defense in all of college football coming at you full speed. So I think it was just settle into being an athlete, being the quarterback. And I think he done an excellent job for the situation he was thrown in.
Yeah, I mean he settled down nicely. I thought he definitely had deer in the headlights at first, and then he kind of came out of it, and then when he got that little screen pass to Satania that went for a first down, I mean I felt like he really settled down at that point, and started being a little bit. They weren't going to let him pass the ball a whole lot. But I felt like that was a good confidence builder. And when Russell started running the ball like he was, why would you risk putting it in the air at that point? I mean, if you've got Russell picking up first downs, I mean, you put him in the chance to where he has the most percentage of succeeding, and that's what Bobby did with the calls that he made. Braylon Russell, the man earned himself some more PT tonight. And then you get down there, and then Singleton takes it in. I mean, it's all you can ask. Brandon Jones, what do we need to do to get our offense completing series? I mean, just it's execution. Early on, that first drive, 16-play drive, took basically half of the first quarter. And then we get down there, and Talon just short-armed the pass. The play was there. Jordan Anthony was open right at the goal line. If he doesn't short-arm the pass, it's right there. And then on the other missed touchdown, Satania, I don't know if somebody got in his line of vision or what, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to go Hugh Freeze here. If you throw that ball to Satania 9 more times, he catches it 9 more times. That's not one that he drops.
Yeah, he was in a crowd. I think somebody got a hand in his face, and he just lost sight of the ball for a minute.
Another comment
on pregame with Dylan. Hang on, let me do that, and then we'll get on Brandon's comment, Zach. My keys to the game, kind of as we closed it out, were throw more screen passes.
Right.
Check. Execute. Check. Bring some better protections to help Blackstock out. Check.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the most basic things, but when you do the basics, it comes together.
Yeah. Brandon Jones also comes in and says, would you guys have wanted us to go for it on the 1-yard line on 4th down?
Is he talking about if Singleton didn't get in?
I think
he's probably talking about where Green short-armed and we ended up kicking the field goal to go up 3-0.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Well, that's a tough call.
There were a couple of questionable plays that I was just like, why?
That's a tough one, Brandon. That's a really good question because I think you could go either way with that. I mean, we had gone for it on 4th down a couple times. Miami just threw a pick, by the way. We had gone for it, and we what were we, maybe 50% on 4th down tonight? Because I
don't think we had went for it yet on that.
Had we not? Okay.
I'm kind of getting
my timeline mixed up.
We may have went for one already, but I think I think the thought process was Tennessee hadn't trailed all year. Let's put them in a position they've never been in. Let's rattle them a little bit because I really wanted to see us go for it.
Yeah.
But taking the for sure 3 and putting Tennessee in a position they've never been in, I think that shifted the psyche of the game, and it allowed the defense to just eat, and they get pressure on the quarterback. That was another thing I said. Get pressure on the quarterback. Nico was running for his life tonight.
Yeah, Nico looked tonight like Taylor looked against A&M.
Okay, so I got to make fun of Kirk and Fowler for a second.
Okay.
How tall is how tall were the quarterbacks? 6 and 6. What? 6 and 6. 6 and 6. 6 and 6. I'm like, dude, we know. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Ain't happening.
Yeah.
Not on my dime.
Send her your cash app, Zach.
Not no. Ain't happening.
Yeah. Jenna coming back in. This is like the Texas game in our good season under Sam, the game that finally gave us confidence. I mean, this could be one of those games that you build confidence and you get guys playing a little over their head, because this is the kind of game that can do that.
I had that feeling when didn't have that feeling until they knocked him out of bounds with zeros on the clock.
Yeah.
But just the big upset win. We weren't supposed to win. We knocked it out, took care of business. I was kind of leaning that way, that this could be a big momentum shift for the season.
Right. I mean, this has, after the 2 tough losses that we've had, this is one of those games that could just absolutely flip the momentum. You know, it's all about how you go and you get everybody, because everybody's dinged up at this point in the season. You're at the halfway point of the season, basically, of the regular season.
I will say this. I didn't expect this to be 4-2.
No, I didn't either.
I think all three of us had us 2-4 right now.
I had us 2-4.
I had us at 2-4.
But we don't.
This team.
We don't want to talk about who said it might happen. Where we might be at 4-2. We don't want to talk about Bruno.
MC.
We don't talk about Bruno.
MC. If you weren't a valuable member of this team, I'd fire you on air right now.
It's all right, MC. I'm EP. You're rehired.
But I can't do that because without you, there is no me. So, damn it.
I gotta. One of my boys is in the comments here. I gotta throw this up there. Doug McDaniel, one of my dudes from the NEA over here. Singleton scored the go-ahead TD. He looked like Bobby Boucher running the ball. I mean, that's a pretty fair comment, man. Because I thought he fooled me on that one because I thought Russell had the ball. My eyes went following Russell, and then I saw him over there with the big opening, and I'm like, okay, well, just hang on to it, because he's not. I mean, compared to Talon, he's not a big dude, man. He might be 6 foot. I don't know that he's 6 foot tall.
I think he's 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah,
he's not 6'6", and he doesn't play volleyball.
Definitely not 6'6". He's well short of 6'6".
5 minutes.
And they didn't train together at the same quarterback clinic in California.
What is up with that? Why? It felt for 5 minutes. All they said was 6'6", 6'6", 6'6", 6'6", 6'6".
Here's another one of my dudes, Ricky Harvey, coming in. Appreciate the love, Ricky. Tennessee is 0-4 in its last 4 games versus Arkansas. How insane is that, guys? I mean, we've won 4 straight and 5 of the last 6, I believe, versus Tennessee.
I'm
Oh, that's a good one too from Baxter. Man, I'm like all my people in the comments tonight. Appreciate y'all.
MC's getting some love. See, here's the thing. Think about this for a minute. All right. What is LSU right now? They're off this week. They're coming back next week.
This week. I'll look them up here, but go ahead and make your point.
Okay, hang on. Jesse, do me a favor and hit the breaking news thing real quick.
Let me talk to you.
I got to give a special shout out to somebody who, from what I understand, for the first time is watching one of our shows, and that is my big sister and my brother-in-law.
Oh, wow!
Like that. That means the freaking world to me to have them watch this. They said Jaywin and I started drinking. Jaywin's my brother-in-law. Said Jaywin and I started a drinking game every time they mentioned the quarterback heights. Yes,
y'all are still conscious. I mean, hey, kudos to y'all, man.
Don't get me wrong. I love Holly Rowe. All right. She's one of the best, if not the best, to do it.
She's really good.
But I don't give a damn if both quarterbacks are 6 and 6 and train together. I don't care.
That's production, Zach. She has to.
She
I
says,
will give props to Holly Rowe. And I like how
one of us is.
I'm going to assume it's my sister.
I like how she stops and lets the play happen in case there's a highlight. She's not one of those reporters that talks over the play. Ball snap, Holly Rowe goes silent until they cue her back up.
Yep.
But she's done it for so long and she's so good at it.
Oh man, she's one of the best. But guys, I'm going to say this, and I know I've been negative about this team and I was negative about them on our weekly show. You're looking ahead at LSU going, that boot might be coming home.
I mean, it sets up nicely.
You
got them coming to Fayetteville.
You got no reason to. You've got no reason not to be prepared for this game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you got
to. You've got zero excuses.
Yep, Matt. I remember him bringing this up last week in post game with you guys down at Beer Fest.
Matt and I were sitting there talking during the game today, and during the one of the kicks, there was Matt. There was a couple of plays. If you're still watching, there was a couple of plays that I texted him and I said, "That's the moment." The moment we were talking about last week where we knew the game would shift or that play would be significant in the loss or whatever. There were 2 times that I sent him the text and just said, that was it. And I am so glad to be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think I put it in our group chat, that final Tennessee drive of the first half, that the game's going to hinge on that drive. And we stopped them. But then they came out and scored on their first drive of the second half. So I was like, well, that's out the window. If they score there, it's a completely different ball game.
Wise man is in the comments, and he says, hey, guys, you know what? I think we might actually win over the bye week.
I mean, I think we just went from an underdog against bye to a favorite now. So
I mean, I think I looked at it when I got home, and the bye week still has a 1 point, but again, we're a week out. That line may shift.
Yeah, the line will shift a little bit before next Saturday. So
I gotta throw this one up, guys, because we gotta make sure our hog fanatics are shopping at the right stores. Garrett Ray said, Zach only gets love if he buys drinks for everyone in this chat. Kool-Aid supply from Costco. We don't do Costco at Inside the Hog Pen.
Yeah, that's an ugly word here. We don't.
No Costco at Inside the Hog Pen.
Oh, I don't have a voice very well. Oh, that hurt.
Sam's Club keeps Inside the Hog Pen going behind.
There you
the
go.
scenes.
And they kudos. I will throw them a little free plug for the one here in Jonesboro. They provided the desserts for my watch party that we were at tonight. So kudos.
Hey, by the way,
went over quite well.
When it's not Sam's Club, it's Harris Made Chef Services. It's our go-to for all of our catering needs.
There you go.
No, the no turnovers thing is very, very,
that's huge,
very impressive. That is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, we can now look, guys, we can sit here and dissect this thing all night and go, that's a negative. That's a negative. Guys, we just upset the number 4 team in the country that nobody gave us a chance on.
Not even us.
I didn't.
Not even us. Not even us. Not even us.
I did say as Thursday night closed out, and MC agreed with me, I felt it deep inside. There was a chance they were going to be either the heart attack Hogs or the heartache Hogs. They were going to stay in this game somehow. Yeah. And I should have went with my gut. It's on camera. We could roll it back. I should have went with my gut on my betting, but I actually I wasn't feeling good about the spread, so I did not spend any money on college football today. And considering drunk college football day, I'm glad I didn't.
It was funny. Go ahead, Zach. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude. I've got a little bit of a delay. I'm working on it.
So this morning at my son's game, we were kind of talking about, me and some of the dads were talking about different games going on today, and I was kind of joking with one of the dads there. I was like, man, my parlays and stuff have not been going in my direction lately. I said, I am very tempted to go put some money on Tennessee just for the fact that it might cause Arkansas to win. I was like, it'd be worth me losing $5 or $10 on a money line bet or whatever, or a spread or whatever, if Arkansas could pull the upset, kind of joking about it, because that's the kind of luck I've had lately on all of my parlays. My picks on the show are much better than what I've been doing in my betting app. But, I was kind of running and joking about that, and I started to text him on the way home and was like, yep, should have put that $10 on Tennessee to cover, and I'd be feeling a little better.
Speaking of the Bono Warhawks, MC, what's the update today? We didn't get it on pregame.
We had a tough outing today, man. We went kind of heartbreak Hogs today, and lost to the Cross County Thunderbirds 14-6. They scored with just over a minute left in the game to break a 6-6 tie. And man, kudos to our little dudes, man. They played their hearts out. It was like 1,000,000,000 degrees out there today. It was awful. It was so hot. But our guys never gave up. We had one play. They broke a play. They were on about their own 25 or 30 yard line. They had a kid bust one, and he got behind us. And I got to throw a shout out to Lane Dillinger on the Warhawks, because Lane come from about 30 yards back, hit the afterburners, and cut this guy down in the 5 at the 5 yard line when he had broken away from everybody. I mean, it's just the true definition of never giving up on a play. We saw something similar tonight in the Arkansas game when the Tennessee back early in the third quarter broke that
that ran
run
him down?
And I don't remember who it was that chased him down, but it was very, very similar to what we saw in my son's game this morning. Just not giving up on the play and going and, just swiping his legs out, his feet out from under him just enough to knock him down to where he couldn't get into the end zone.
It was the most fitting player on the Razorbacks to chase down a Tennessee player and save a touchdown.
And that would be?
Was it Slaughter?
It's Slaughter.
Okay. Yeah,
player of the game.
The former Tennessee guy. How about that? But, yeah, it was – so we had – the day was kind of mixed emotions for me, man. Hogs pulled the upset, but my son's team, they dropped their first one on the year. So, but we'll be back next week. We'll be fine.
Well, if it's anything like the hit that I saw on the video you showed,
man, we had a couple hard hits today too. Nothing quite like the one I sent you, but we had some hard hits. But just like Arkansas tonight, man, the dudes never gave up on it. They kept their heads down and kept driving all the way to the end.
Right. All right, we're gonna catch our breath and step away for a minute. When we come back, we're gonna have more of your comments and more analysis of Arkansas's upset of number 4 Tennessee. 19-14. You're listening to the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter postgame show. Back right after this.
Hi, I'm Allen Kerr, president and founder of Allen Kerr Advisors. As an advisor group, our goal is to ensure a positive reputation with government agencies and legislative bodies to provide timely and proactive solutions for all of our clients. We have successfully represented our clients with targeted campaigns that get results. Our focus is on the insurance industry, but we're experts in other areas of business as well. We're a full-service, nationwide advisor group with legislative and regulatory relationship networks in all 50 states. We can assist companies in getting their first certificate of operation and then help them expand nationwide. We can also help businesses create and launch new products, setting up standard risk pools, and creating captive entities. So, if you're planning a company expansion, if you plan to create a captive, if you have a dispute with a regulator, or if you need an expert witness to win your case, if you're planning a merger or acquisition, or if you just need legislative guidance or access, your next call should be to Allen Kerr Advisors. Give us a call or click that contact button on the top of our website at allenkerradvisors.com.
All right, welcome back to the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter postgame show. Razorback Zach sitting in with the guys tonight. Marcus, MC, Carlton, and Jesse the Beard Thurman. Thank you guys for letting me hang out with y'all. Don't want to steal
back, man.
Don't want to. Oh God, what the heck just happened?
Zach's
Wow.
in puberty right here.
The frog out, Zach.
Okay, well,
We let you set in because that adds to my holiday special.
that just happened.
That's a Peter Brady moment right there, man.
Dude, that was, and I wasn't even trying on that one. That's the sad part. But if you're just joining us,
just happened in the sorry, Zach. What just
No,
happened
you're
in the Cal game? I got an alert that they just had a huge play.
38.
Yeah, Cal just went up 35-10.
I thought it was 38-10. Was it 38 or 35?
Well, what I'm seeing right now is Cal just got a touchdown. They had 28.
Okay.
And so they just now get a 9-yard touchdown run by Chandler Rogers.
Did we all pick Cal in this one, didn't we?
Oh, I took the U.
No, we
I
took
took
the
the-
U.
Oh no, no. We took the U. I'm sorry, we took the U. Sorry,
it's
sorry.
8-0
is gonna be the
806.
seventh
Yeah.
Is
top
this-
25 team
left
to
in the
fall.
I wanna look, and we'll get back to the Arkansas game here in a second. I want to look and see if this ever happened in the past, where 7 ranked teams went down in one day to unranked teams.
It seems like every year there is one Saturday where things just go completely nuts. And I'm guessing we're looking at that Saturday today, because this game, I mean, Cal has taken complete control of this game. 8 minutes left in the third, and they're up 35-10. I mean, it's just
Oh, it is in the fourth quarter?
no, it's third quarter.
Oh, third quarter.
There's still time for Miami to come roaring back, but it looks
just-
like Cal's holding their own.
Yeah, Cal
I
is
mean,
just they're standing on it.
From everything that happened from Missouri just getting destroyed.
And I didn't see that coming either. I thought A&M could win that game, but I did not see a beatdown like that.
Not to a tune of 41-10. I think it was 41-10, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it was 41-10.
Not to the tune of 41-10. But I'd love to see the Dork lose, even though I lost a game on that one. But
yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Missouri lost. That's good enough.
Missouri lost. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, this could be the turning point. If you're just joining us, Arkansas upsets number 4 Tennessee for the first time at home, for their first top 4 win at home since, ironically enough, 25 years ago. Almost 25 years ago.
Let's look at this, okay?
Game.
I mean, we should have been able to recognize that there was something in the air, and maybe we just didn't want to see it, because you had the Redemption movie be released on Hogs Plus talking about the 25th anniversary of the 1999 game where Arkansas upset Tennessee a year after the Sterner fumble. Yep. You had that. The pregame hype video. Who voiced that this week? Anthony Lucas.
Here's the thing. ESPN did us dirty, if you think about it.
ESPN
they showed the stumble, but they didn't show the redemption game.
Now they did show at the end of the game. I will give them credit here. They showed the redemption.
They did. Okay.
At the end of the game.
Busy. All right, I'll admit I was too busy running up and down the aisles and blue drills.
That moment that I was standing there and like everybody's losing their mind around me and it's all silent for me.
Right.
I was looking at the TV and I saw it because they showed the play, the Sterner to Lucas touchdown, and then everybody out on the field after, and then they come back from that straight to a shot of everybody, piling up right there at the bottom of the stands, getting ready to storm the field. So, what are we up to in fines now for that? Does it matter?
I think we're at 250,000.
Does it matter?
No. Well, hold on a minute.
As long as it doesn't affect Slobber and Hog.
Wait, hold on.
That's true. Yeah.
Wait, I was going to tie that in. I think the fans have to pay for it because Hunter's going to put a tweet out saying that we have to pay for this fine. So that's another $50 to add on to the $100 that he wants us to donate to the NIL to the collective.
Oh my goodness.
MC, tighten up your tinfoil hat real quick. I'm going to bring up one of my conspiracy theories on this game.
Oh, God.
The way this game looked until the clock struck zeros, we all agree we were going to get blown out. It was going to be an ugly game.
Yep.
And I said, I think the only reason this is a primetime game is because ESPN and the SEC are trying to boost eyes on Tennessee so that if they drop one of their games or more against Bama or Georgia, they're still a playoff contender.
Oh, this hurt them.
We kind of pissed in their Cheerios a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. So,
yeah, we did.
The sad thing is right now, the SEC, the conference, it's on Texas. Texas has full control of the SEC right now.
It is, and I think it's going to stay that way because they just I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But they look unstoppable.
And they do look good. I mean, they didn't miss a beat. When Ewers went down and they brought in Arch Manning, they didn't miss a beat.
No, they didn't. For the first time in 20 years, Bama looks human. Georgia looks human.
How how are things going to go this next week for Kalen DeBoer?
Oh,
Because
God. Are they?
Well, I'm looking for next week to see who they got. They got South Carolina at home next week. So I mean,
Depends on which South Carolina.
Yeah, it
team
depends on which
shows
South
up.
Carolina team shows up.
Yeah.
But you're talking about, they come off arguably one of the best victories. Well, by far, the best victory Kalen DeBoer's had at Alabama, but one of the biggest home victories they've had in a while, beating Georgia. And let's just face it, they completely overlooked Vanderbilt. And why would you not? It's Vanderbilt.
Well, I mean,
why would you not overlook them?
Yeah, for one, it's Vanderbilt. Look at they're 0 and 60, 0 and 63 going into the game.
Something ridiculous. Like I don't know that they had beat Alabama in any of our lifetimes.
I think it's been 40 years since they beat Bama. They were 0 and 60 against top 5 teams.
Good Lord.
Did y'all see
anchored down, baby?
Anchored down, baby.
Did you see what the nerds did after the game?
Yes.
Not only did they tear down the goalpost, they took that goalpost down Broadway in Nashville.
Chucked it down.
Ruined bachelorette parties.
And then threw it, ruined all the bachelorette parties. The pedal bar probably had to step to the side and let them go through. And they took the goalpost and threw it in the Cumberland River there. It's like 3 miles from the stadium.
Yeah, somebody had posted on Twitter. It was like 3 miles from the stadium. That was an hour walk at normal pace, much less carrying a goalpost.
Carrying a goalpost.
They made pretty good time because they had it in the river before halftime of our game.
And dodging all the drunks on Broadway. I mean,
that because goalpost ain't heavy or ain't light.
No. But when you're running on adrenaline and alcohol, man, you can get some superhuman strength going, right? Or so I've been told anyway. So.
I do want to give a shout out to Texas Barstool Twitter account too. I shared it in the private chat with everybody. But that was an SEC level troll that they pulled off in an SEC level tweet. They said gauntlet incoming for Texas, and they showed Georgia and Vandy on their schedule. They conveniently left out the Oklahoma game next week.
Yeah, that was pretty well played. I don't like giving Texas credit for anything, but that was pretty well done. I'm parsing Twitter here. I'm looking for videos from Dixon. I'm not seeing anything yet, but oh no, here we go. Oh dear Lord, Mason Choate.
It's never good when he says "dear Lord." I'm always concerned.
So hogbeat.com, Mason Choate is one of the big reporters on Hogbeat. He's got almost like an aerial view of Dixon. And it's like nothing but headlights. I'll try to get this pulled up on Twitter where I can screen share it. So we can pull this up here because it's definitely worth seeing. But y'all go ahead and take a comment or two while I'm getting this pulled up, and we'll take a look at it.
I mean, I had a feeling going into the week, like Jesse did. I just didn't say anything publicly. There's magic when these two teams play. I said it on that. I did. I said no. I take that back. I did say that. I said it. I said it on Dave Ellswick.
Sausage.
And yep, I earned that one. And I said, there's magic in this series. The 9 overtime win, the redemption game, the Joe Adams punt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's still some magic in the air tonight. Talking about the game on Friday. Talking about the game the Saturday, and lo and behold, guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say the team's finally starting to come together the way we've expecting it all season.
I mean, I hope so. I mean,
and I just have this feeling that they are about to become dangerous.
And we'll go out and lay an egg in our next game and play like we did against Auburn or Oklahoma State.
Mainly because I said it, yes.
And I'll say this: we gotta give a little credit to Coach Saban and the game day crew, because they've been saying for a couple weeks, it's like, look, this team is better than what you're showing, and they're gonna get somebody.
That's sorry, that's supposed to be.
And sure enough, we did. Hey, I got this tweet ready here. I'm getting ready to pull this up.
While you're doing that, Sarah, that's a really good question, and we're gonna touch on that here in just a sec.
Can y'all see that yet?
Good God.
That's Dixon Street. That was posted about 15 minutes ago.
My God.
So yeah, to say that there's not going to be much sleep in Fayetteville tonight is probably an understatement. It's probably a good thing that they got Coach Cal out of that condo that was down on Dixon.
He wouldn't be sleeping tonight.
Yeah,
I want to touch on this because I'm going to be a little bit of a negative Nancy, but I'm going to do it for devil's advocate purposes.
okay.
Was it worth it? As an average fan like me, absolutely. Especially after the last few years, absolutely it was worth it. Should we expect it every time we beat a top 10 team? Don't do it every time.
We need to get back to the point to where we don't storm the field. I'm fine with it tonight. I'm fine with it. I think we earned it. Go do it.
I think this team needed it.
This team needed it.
Yeah.
The one tonight, I'll say this, the one tonight I feel like was more worth it than the Texas game.
I
wouldn't say more worth it than the Texas game, but I would say more worth it than the LSU shutout a few years back.
Oh, when they broke the losing streak?
17-0.
Okay.
When they were ranked 17th. Yeah.
I think this one, I don't know, man. This one feels, I mean, there was a lot of frustrations that come out when we beat Texas and stormed the field on that one, because we had been to some dark places, and that was the one. That game really set the tone for that 21 season. Nobody expected us to win that game, but let's look at this. Texas was ranked like 15th in the country. This is a top 5. This is a top 5 win.
Were they 15th?
14, 15, somewhere around in there.
I thought they were.
This one, at the time, the Texas one was not a conference game. It was Texas, and that always means something. But you come in, you roll into tonight, and for whatever reason, I always felt like we had a shot in the Texas game. I was giving us no shot tonight.
No,
I gave us absolutely no shot at all.
No, and even
and maybe I'm being a prisoner of the moment, but to me right now it feels bigger.
Well, let me flip the coin around and let me be the positive, Captain Optimism, as we like to call Jesse sometimes. The team, Sam needed this.
Oh, definitely.
Sam and the team needed this, because this signified that the fans are still with this team. They still have faith. And if that doesn't boost their confidence for the rest of the season, then we're completely helpless.
Yeah. Well,
or we're completely cursed.
You heard
see what I did
think
there?
It was that's pretty well played. I
could be smart sometimes.
Chuck said tonight, I heard him in the post game when he was talking with Coach Pittman after the game. And yes, he's earned me to call him Coach Pittman after tonight. I've been calling him Sam and Sammy Boy and all this.
Yes.
I'll call him Coach Pittman at least until he loses the next game. But he was talking like this was like a top 10 crowd of all time at Razorback Stadium. It's like 6th or 7th, something like that.
And we'll have, like I said, we'll have the number. We'll have the official number from I've reached out to a couple of people up there, and they're going to get me the official number of
I'll say this, man.
And we'll have
the drone shots that ABC had tonight, anytime they were coming back from break, were just gorgeous.
And I know we're jumping around here. When the SEC went from CBS to ABC and ESPN, I was hesitant because
I was too,
of the hatred that ESPN has for us, that we were going to get all 11 o'clock games. We were going to get the crap into the stick. But I gotta agree with MC. I love those drone shots. Oh my goodness.
They were beautiful. I mean,
ABC's production is top notch this year.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know what's changed, but I've noticed it even in games not involving Arkansas. The game that they have at 6:30 on ABC is, it's A+, man.
I'm cracking myself up over here because I have the answer to your question.
Okay.
They're a Disney company. Y'all gotta forgive me.
Well, it felt like the happiest place on earth tonight. I can tell you that.
Y'all gotta forgive me. My ADHD meds are wearing off, and I'm just riding high because.
Well,
Arkansas won.
We're into Sunday morning now, so.
Oh my God, are we really?
Yeah.
I gotta throw in something real quick on those drone shots, MC. I retweeted it from the Inside Hog Pen Twitter. They have a 6-minute uncut footage above the field from where the final horn, the storm, and us playing Rocky Top.
Yeah, how about the band striking up Rocky Top after the game? I mean, if that's not flying the double birds, I mean that's great.
I'm all for it. Okay, so I'm gonna burn myself on these comments, Jesse, real quick. But now everybody understands where Hog Tua came from. Okay, everybody understands where Hog Tua came from. That's where the segment was born, because I can't talk for nothing half the time. 90% of the time.
I want to jump back on something real quick too, so we can go ahead and get this settled before basketball season.
More like Papa Jesse.
Jesse's taking tomorrow off work, so if my boss or my boss's significant others are watching, sorry, not sorry.
Hey,
Arkansas won. I'm taking the day off.
Props to Jesse, man, because he usually does kind of go to bed early, but he took the day off just for us. So I got to give props where props are due. Thank you, Jesse.
So storming the field in football, fine. We do not storm the court in basketball anymore.
Yeah, we're done with no more court stormings at Bud Walton. Nope, no more. No more.
Okay.
No more.
All right. I'm gonna ask a legitimate question. All right, and I don't want anybody to burn me. I'm asking a legitimate question. Why not?
Because the basketball program has enough tradition that it's a tradition of winning that it's above it. It's above.
And you have elite talent and elite coaching.
Okay. Yeah, especially now with Calipari and the level of talent he's bringing in. I didn't have a problem with the Auburn game when my debut night on Inside the Hog Pen. I didn't have a problem with it that night because that was a long time coming. We had not. I don't know that we had upset number 1 in Fayetteville at that point. I think the last time we had beaten number 1 was when we beat a Michael Jordan-led North Carolina team down in Pine Bluff.
1984.
So to do it against that Auburn team, I'm fine with that. But now, we're done with that. No, we go into basketball games expecting to win.
So you're trying to so again, I'm not bought into Cal yet.
Right.
But so you're basically telling me take the baseball approach where you're expecting to make Omaha every year.
Yeah. We don't dogpile for winning the conference in baseball. We dogpile for one reason in baseball, and that's when we get to Omaha.
I'm going to ask a really smart ass question now.
Bring it.
Why don't we storm the field in baseball? It's obvious.
Baseball.
It's obvious. I'm asking.
It was an elegant sport.
But you see why I'm the one asking that question.
Nobody does.
You were the furthest thing from elegant.
We're not just going to let him say that and bypass it, MC. Come on now. But no, I mean, but he's right. Plus,
yeah. Here's why we don't storm the field.
If we storm the field, DVH will kill us all.
Yeah. Well, we were headed to the same comment, Jesse.
Yep.
Sarah coming in. Yeah, DVH would be out there dragging people off the field by their ears.
I do not want to get on DVH's bad side because he is intimidating looking even just at meeting him. I knew.
Look, Dave has mellowed a little bit as he's gotten older. We don't need to bring back the Dave from like 2006.
Oh,
the one that
got ejected once a weekend.
Yeah. We need to keep that demon locked away somewhere. But yeah. Now,
Miami's attempting to come back.
Miami. I was about to say that. We're still in the third quarter, and they just put up a score. It's 35-18 now. So, I mean, you still got a whole quarter to go. We'll see if Cal is going to be able to hold on to their lead here.
But just to refresh everybody's memory, here's the staff picks from all of us at ITHP for this Tennessee game. Jesse had 54-14. I had 63-10. MC had 44-21. D-Mad had 34-17. Loki had 52-7. And Savage had Vols by 90.
I at least got one number right for the
Whoopsie.
wrong team.
You did.
Hey, talk about a sausage moment.
Yeah.
That everybody gets one on that.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, guys, look, the team needed the fans just like the fans needed the team to do this. Okay. I did not mistype Hogs by 90. I will pull the comment. I think the fans needed this just as a sign of assurance.
Yeah.
Of, hey, we're still learning. We are, we're getting there. Stay with us. Keep the faith, man.
I want us to all touch on this one. Kyler Gamlin comes in. Is Singleton more clutch than Taylor Green after defeating the number 4 team in the country?
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and give my take first.
Bring it.
They let him score. He did lead a drive to get us down there. He made some plays.
They let him score.
Most of that game, though, was Taylor. And I'm just going to say it. The offense didn't beat the number 4 team in the country. Defense beat the number 4 team in the country. T. Will, Landon Jackson, Cam Ball.
I 100% agree with that.
Cam Ball with the Bane face mask.
Oh, that was awesome.
And
was
when
that
he
not
blew
cool?
Nico up, oh man, that was amazing.
When he lit Nico up, I lost my mind.
Yeah. That was cool. I'll just that's all I can say about it is that was cool. I see where Kyler's coming from with this comment because he did lead the drive. He did lead the drive down there. Thank you, Josh Heupel, for taking the approach of letting them score to get the ball back so they have more time on the clock. I thought it was a ballsy risk.
Did y'all see they were showing, I think it was the 3rd or 4th down there at the end of the game. They showed Josh Heupel on the sidelines. And if you read his lips, he said a very dirty word.
I believe it was the 2nd down, and that's because Nico...
Was it the 2nd one?
Well, let's just say Nico turned into Taylor Green on that final drive because that reminded me of another Taylor Green play. Snap hits him right square in the hands, pops straight up. And running back just happened to be looking for a blitzer coming through that hole and said, oh, I better grab that and run.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what he was mad about.
Kyler Gamlin, I'm sorry, Kyler, I butchered that. Says no matter how you spin it, Singleton scored the game-winning touchdowns. How many one-possession games has Taylor Green won though? That fumble to lose the A&M game is a very bad look for Green.
That fumble wasn't on Green though. He shouldn't have backed up in the pocket like he did, but
that was just a good hit by that A&M defender. That's my opinion.
Yeah. That was a good blitz
that was a one good pop. So guys, it boils down to this. The team is coming together. Now, I'm going to be the negative Nancy. I want to see it in 2 weeks. If I see if I see it in 2 weeks, oh my God, I'm jumping and I'm swimming in this Kool-Aid.
How do you take this and build on it? You finally got the 1-score win. Sam got a win versus his first win versus a top 5 opponent. You had overall you called a good performance in Fayetteville because you upset a team nobody gave you a chance to beat.
Yeah.
You finally gave the fans in Fayetteville what they had been starving for. You finally gave it to them. Now that you've got that foundation laid now, you have to build on it. You have to come back to the LSU game and you have to go out and have another good performance. And I want to see more from the offense.
Well, and two, this time last year, this team was dead.
Yeah, they had about
this
let go of
team-
the rope at this
This
point
team
last year.
was not there. You saw it in the attitude and the body language of the starting quarterback, which we're not going to name, which, by the way, had a very good showing against the University of Florida today, too. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're taking off with Pick'em NC.
Yeah, I have final numbers tomorrow. And, but
I know I dropped another game and you gained another game.
you saw tonight that the team fought through the adversity of the A&M game, fought through the adversity of screwing up against Oklahoma State, struggling against UAB.
Yeah.
No turnovers.
That's huge.
I keep harping back on that because that's been one of our biggest problems in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Is
Taking
turnovers.
care of the ball. Yep.
You clean that up. There's still signs of life that this team is coming together. And look, I'm getting chill bumps just by thinking about it. We're about to become something. I don't know what the hell that's going to be, but
even if we're just
strap in it because this rocket's
even if
fixing to
we
take
are
off.
a 6-6 Birmingham Bowl team this year,
We'll be the best damn 6-6 team out there.
That's quite the jump from 4-8 last year. So and I'm not counting chickens before they hatch here, but you gotta like your chances to get to 6 with what's in front of you.
I like
how
them
many
better now
games
than
are
I
at
did.
home, and you like your chances a lot better now to get to 6.
I like them better now than I did last week. I'll tell you.
100%. Because you had to feel like you were gonna, in order to get to 6, you were gonna have to have a split between A&M and Oklahoma State. You had to have a split between those two. You didn't. You gave one away, and the other one you got manhandled in the fourth quarter.
I want to bring this comment up. Kyler is coming in with the heat. He says Taylor Green had -5 rushing yards. By the way,
he got sacked a few times.
There's a simple cure to this, fellas. There's a very simple cure to this. Stop running freaking backwards.
He never got sacked when he ran backwards, Zach. He got sacked when protection collapsed and he got drilled in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Another comment to Kyler, and I'm not attacking him, but look at Malachi Singleton in the pocket when he got in trouble and how slow and unathletic he was getting out.
Yeah, he needs to work.
That's why Taylor Green is the starting quarterback. Neither one of them know the offense like they should.
Right.
I will take anybody who can prove me wrong, but neither one of them know the offense like they should. Taylor is more athletic and can get out of trouble a little easier, and that's why he's our starting quarterback.
Yeah. I'll argue that point with you, Jesse. And I think tonight showed they're learning the playbook, and it's coming a little bit easier now. I wouldn't have said that last week. Or hell,
and I will add this on Taylor Green.
He doesn't do it. He didn't do it subtly. He will come out and say it.
I will say this on Taylor Green. Once he got injured and was out of the game, he became the biggest cheerleader on the side.
Oh my God! I wanted to suit up and go.
He was right there. He definitely had the team first attitude there. And I don't know. I assume I'm making a complete assumption here, but I assume that he was talking to Singleton, trying to give him some pointers. Hey, look for this, watch this, whatever the case may be. The thing that impressed me the most was him after it became obvious that he was not coming back in the game. He went to everybody on the offensive side of the ball that was playing. It was like, go finish this. Go finish it. That's leadership. That's getting your dudes to run through a wall for you. When you can have that attitude, knowing that you're done for the night, you're not going back in, and you go and you tell them, go finish it. Finish it.
But props to him for trying to go back in.
Oh yeah, and he probably shouldn't have. He probably should have stayed on the sidelines. But the dude is a gamer. I've given him a lot of crap.
Yeah, we all have.
I've given him a lot of crap, but he showed me a lot of heart tonight. He showed me that he is a true leader by the way he handled it when he got hurt. And he went and he was talking with Singleton, and he was talking with the offensive line. and telling them we got to finish this.
It's almost like he watched the show last week.
Maybe he did. Maybe so.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm going to ask a very important question, MC. And
Okay.
I'm going to see if you can pick up what I'm throwing down.
Okay.
If, by some happenstance, Arkansas is over 500.
Okay.
Does this break the curse?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Basketball is more likely to break the curse right now.
Well, I'm talking just strictly in football.
I think something's about to happen that might break the curse, but it ain't happened yet. So, but it's
okay. Now I'm intrigued.
What was the deadline? October 7th at 5:00. Was that the deadline?
I see what you're getting at. Yes, October 7th.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Yeah. Well, it's technically the 6th now. So.
Oh my God, MC's not going to be able to sleep for 2 days. He is. Look, I know this animal. All right,
hey, this is the latest. This old man's been up in a long time right now.
Y'all don't know this. All right, this man is going to be sitting there Monday afternoon, just refreshing Twitter. He's going to be bloodshot and just. This man's going to come unglued, Jesse, if news breaks that the slobbering hog. Now, are you going to have the same reaction? And I know we're getting a little bit off in the weeds here. Are you going to have the same reaction if it's just temporarily there? I don't
That's
think
going to be a dirty trick if it's temporarily
I don't
there.
I don't think Hunter is that stupid, and I don't think the athletic department is that.
If it's just there for the Kansas game, that's a dirty trick, man. That's a dirty trick.
Like I said, I don't think Hunter and the athletic department is that stupid, but I just. You got Calipari. Okay, I'm gonna think about this from MC's point of view. You have Calipari and the slobbering hog in Bud Walton Arena. You're not going to be. Oh my God!
I mean, he's, and he's bringing Nolan back into the mix.
Man,
talking about how
he's 80 years old, and I'll still suit up for him.
Yeah.
I'd be a bench player, when we're up by 90 and he's trying to let everybody play.
All right, I'm gonna jump us back to a comment here. We're getting a little far off in the weeds.
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah.
I want to bring us back to center. Heath Waldrop. Green cannot throw the ball effectively. Period. Arkansas wins that one going away with a serviceable quarterback. Heck, Arkansas is okay. He makes some good points here because looking at the two losses that we have, Oklahoma State and Texas A&M, we've all talked about it. We've seen it on the breakdowns that DJ Williams has done. There's a lot of missed opportunities there for scoring.
Well,
I mean, think about this. Think about this team is probably 3 bad turnovers away from being 6-0 right now. I mean, I know that hurts to think about, and I don't want to put a damper on the parade tonight. This is worth enjoying.
Yeah.
But Heath, obviously it's been in Heath's mind, and I've seen a couple other people on Twitter talking about it as well. I mean, we're a couple, maybe 3 bad turnovers. We're a muffed punt, a fumble in the A&M game, and seems like there was one more, maybe a pick.
Pick 6 at OSU.
Yeah,
pick 6 at OSU. I mean, those 3. You take those 3 turnovers out of the mix, there's a legit chance this team is 6-0 and probably sitting inside the top 10 when the next poll comes out.
Well, and you have to think too. You left 17 points on the field tonight. You put 17. You add that 17 points in there. This is a dominating win for Arkansas.
Yeah, for Arkansas. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take the 19-14 all day long.
Oh, believe me, because the defense played lights out.
Yeah.
Lights out.
Just I mean,
but you add those 7 and again, I'm bitching about something because we won. I understand that. But I'm just telling you.
But I mean, I think Heath had a great point there.
Heath had a fantastic point. Heath had a
My
fantastic
counter to Heath's point, though,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have a serviceable passer on the roster.
I don't think we have one on the roster.
No, but at the same time, I put a lot of this on the center. Okay, you're snapping balls over the head. You're snapping balls too far to the right. You're snapping balls too far to the left. You're throwing it. I think. Okay, what? He's really
6'6" versus 5'11".
He really just shut me down. That is the first time that's ever
I'm
happened.
going to defend Addison Nichols for the first time. Yes, this is a historic moment in any ITHP production.
Stop the presses.
That's a tough adjustment, snapping to a 6'6" quarterback and then snapping to a 5'10", 5'11" quarterback. Because if you notice where he was missing his snaps on Singleton, it was a tad high and a tad right, which basically puts Taylon Green right into his throwing pocket.
Yep. Well, and if you remember when Singleton
Zach,
first
quit
came
rolling
in,
your eyes at me.
when Singleton
I'd
first
never
came
do
in,
such a thing.
the entire offensive line, I mean, we had a false start right away. So they struggled with his cadence a little bit as well to get used to his cadence versus the cadence of Taylon Green. And it's just an adjustment. I mean, you're talking about everything with the offense having to change at that point because everything that they're used to is now changed, and you have to listen for different voice inflection. You know, it's just completely different scenario. Singleton was put in a horrible, horrible situation tonight when he had to come in due to the injury. But you know, the man settled down, and no matter if they let him score or not, it goes down in the book as he had the game-winning touchdown.
You're 100% right, MC. I want to throw this one up for Heath, and then we'll start wrapping it up and putting a final bow on it. He comes back to us with Green might not be the best option on the hill. I'm not saying that he isn't, but he is a long way from what is needed in Petrino's system. I'll agree with that 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're coming off a 4-8 season, Petrino's head coach got fired for the school he was OC at last year.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to go get a Heisman candidate out of the portal with the situation we had here at Arkansas.
No.
We had to get what we could get.
Yeah.
And Taylon Green is what we could get, and we're making the best of it. We're 4-2.
Now, let me.
Everybody said 2-4. Except
for I said 2-4. Let me throw this out there.
I said 2-4. I said our overall record would be 3-9.
So let's say I'm not going to go too overboard here, but let's say we end up 6-6. Okay, get to Birmingham Bowl, Liberty Bowl, whatever. Win, end up 7-6. As you go along, Taylon progresses every week with this offense. Let's just say that this happens. You know, does it make it easier going forward to maybe go get one of those high-end quarterbacks out of the portal because you've seen where Taylon was, where he started at the beginning of the season versus where he is potentially at the end of the season under the Petrino offense? Does it make it easier at that point to go get, you know, whoever the high-end quarterback would be? I think there's a possibility there. It all depends on how the offense progresses the rest of the year, because I think there's potential that things will get better. Tonight is going to go, or last night, technically now.
Last night.
it's going to go a long way towards confidence for the team moving forward in every aspect. Defense confidence needs to be through the roof now. After you pull that performance, you need to go out there saying, you ain't getting yardage on us. We're going to stop you.
All right, so I have our numbers on our SEC picks.
Okay.
I was wondering what he was shuffling papers.
Yeah, I saw him looking through something.
I was trying to do math, and yeah. So MC wins again. He's 3-3 on the week. He is now 37-13. So 2 games up. I'm at 35-15. I went 2-4, and Jesse's still in last place at 33-17 and 1-5 on the week.
Thank you, Billy Napier, for allowing me to extend my lead this week. Because I think I was the only one that took Florida.
You were the only one that took
You were the only one that took Florida.
I was trying to figure out which one I got right today, and it was Georgia.
It was Georgia. So let's, as we're wrapping up, let's look at the SEC as a whole. Number one, does this save? Does Billy Napier have a job at Florida next year?
No, I don't know that he's quite saved himself yet.
His schedule's not looking as bad with the way Florida State's performing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, did Florida State lose again?
Yes.
Wow. So they're 1-5.
They're 1-5.
They had a receiver. I just seen a high. I'm pretty sure they lost. I could be wrong on that.
Man, that's rough.
But I know they had a receiver locked down, double coverage. The coverage ran into each other. The receiver scored.
Oh, that's not good.
I do want to throw a couple more scores out real quick before we get out of here. In the national championship rematch, Washington takes down Michigan.
Yeah.
Also in a Big Ten conference rivalry.
Yeah.
And then Minnesota takes down USC in a Big Ten conference rivalry.
Yeah, that's huge.
So while we're throwing out mind-blowing stats, how about this? There is currently, as we stand right now at 12:35 a.m. on October 6th, there is a three-way tie for first place in the SEC.
Really?
Between Texas, Texas A&M, and LSU. Your Arkansas Razorbacks are tied for second in the SEC standings right now with Georgia.
I'm sorry, MC. My audio cut out. Can you say that
hang on,
again?
if I'm reading this right. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. It is getting kind of late and my eyes are old. Yeah, because we have one conference loss.
Yeah,
to A&M.
2 wins.
2 wins. We're sitting at 2-1 in the SEC right now. So you have the three teams in front of us that are, Texas A&M's 3-0 in conference. Texas is 1-0. LSU's 1-0. Georgia's 2-1. We're sitting at 2-1. And then you got Missouri, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Ole Miss, Alabama, Oklahoma, and Florida all at 1-1. So yeah, technically right now you could say the Hogs are in second place in the SEC standings.
Louder!
Zach's reaction on that one was priceless.
It's weird hearing me, I'm telling you.
And in the old school ACC conference rivalry of Cal and Miami after dark.
Yeah.
Cam Ward just completed a pass to get the first down, but they are still trailing 38-18, and there's only 11:43 left in the fourth.
Yeah, Cal's going to have a miraculous collapse to not hold on to this one.
They're going to have to pull in Arkansas.
Prior to yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, boys. We've been going for about 90 minutes. I say we put a bow on this thing, and let's try to go get some sleep.
Sounds good to me. Appreciate y'all being on with me. Woo pig.
Woo pig. You can't say. There's nothing else you can say.
I mean, we're 24-hour rules in effect. We've got quite about 20 hours or so left to enjoy this win. Go take the off week. Let's get a bunch of whoever's dinged up. Let's get them healthy. Let's see what comes out of Taylon's knee, and let's get ready for the corn dogs in a couple weeks.
Let's go Hogs. Hey, and this is kind of where my tagline comes into play. This is where the fun begins.
Apparently so. All right, that's gonna wrap it up tonight for the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter show, late night edition, east of midnight. We appreciate everybody staying up late with us. Views held strong throughout the whole thing. Everybody likes it when you win, and we got a good one tonight. We're not going to be as lively as Dixon, but it's going to take me a little while to calm down.
We're
after this,
old.
man.
We're old.
We're old. We're the ones sitting back watching Dixon Street implode. We're old. We're gonna watch it from the recliners. So if you're out there on Dixon tonight, be safe. Don't do anything stupid that would go and put a damper on the night. And everybody stay safe. For the Beard, Jesse Thurman, and our special guest tonight, Razorback Zach. I'm your boy MC. Once again, your Hogs pull the upset tonight, man. 19-14. We'll take it. We'll see you guys Thursday night for our weekly show. Until then, y'all be good.
Hey, Hog Fanatics. We at Inside the Hog Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share that SeatGeek is a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not so good deal. As a special offer, Hog Fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code INSIDEHOGPEN.
Yeah!